In this video, we're finally going to take a look at how to create a book on StoryJumper, which is probably the reason you got an account in the first place. So to do this, from your homepage, after you've logged in, you will scroll down below the Publish Author section to My Books. This is where any books that you have already created will be stored so that we can go in and edit them or delete them. This is also where you can create a new book. So we're going to click on the link, Create Book, and you can pick what type of book you'd like to create. There are a few templates available. There's an ABCs template about a topic that you are writing about, an All About Me template, a hero story, and a monster story as well. We're going to choose the blank template, and it's going to load that for you. And then the StoryJumper editor will appear. Now the editor at the bottom, this is going to show all of your pages, starting with the front cover, and then page 2, which you can see is on the left-hand side of your storybook, and page 3 is on the right side. So by default, you have about 16 pages plus your front and your back cover, but you can certainly add pages if you need more pages. You can also remove pages if it's too much. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to our front cover. And for your cover, you can change the color. You can also decide if you would like to, of course, add a title, which is something you would want to add for your book. So let's say I am writing a book about fractions, and I'm going to add my name here. And with the font, you can change the font family or the type as well as the size of the font. So just make sure it's highlighted and then pick the font that you would like. There are a few fonts preloaded in here. You can of course change the font, and you can also, if you'd like to move this around, just click on that little hand and you can drag it wherever you need it to go. You can also add some formatting if you'd like to bold it or change the color. Okay, so there's my cover, all about fractions, and now I'm going to go ahead and go on to page 2, which is the first actual page within my story. So there are several different elements over here on the left-hand side. There's the option to add text, props, scenes, photos, and record your voice as you read through the story. If you click on the text, you'll have the option to add a text box, and so you can just type first page of your story and whatever it needs to say. So if I were writing about fractions, this is where I could write, a word problem or what a fraction is or what it means. And there are different types of text boxes. I chose just the regular text box, and I can shrink that a little bit. But if you'd like to add speech bubbles, that can be a cute way, especially if you have characters who are talking back and forth in your story. So if we close out text and go next to props, this is where you have the option to add characters or animals. You can even click to design a character if you'd like to customize your character. So let's say I want to change her skin color, or I can change her hair color or hairstyle. That's kind of a fun option, is to change your character there. And so here she is. And so I can click on her and it will add her here, and I can make her a little bit larger. And so she could be the person talking in this text box. Okay, so that's, again, the props is where you'll find characters. Next, scenes. It's more like background. So if you wanted to add a background image to this page, you would just choose the scene that you want. So if I want her to be at the beach, or if she's in her neighborhood or the park, or in the ocean, you can add whatever kind of scene you would like. And again, it's only going to apply it to this page because this is the page that I'm currently working on. And finally, there's an option to search for photos and add photos of your own. So if you have taken a picture of something and you'd like to add it in your book, you can certainly do that. And then of course, you can record your voice. Now, if there's something that you don't want, just simply click on it and you'll see the little trash can, and you can remove it from your page. You can also collaborate on books with other people in your class, and make sure that you save and exit when you are done working so that your progress is not lost. So those are the basic steps to get started with the book. There's lots of different options to choose from on StoryJumper.